Hi guys, Steve Brocklehurst here. So I thought I'd pop on and share this with you. I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes for a few more people to pop on. This is the new access to the MPP plugin. It's been released in Mike's group and it was shared earlier today, with a number of people on the Q&As. So I just thought I'd hop on, give you my run through of this, also show you how quickly and easy it is to install the themes from Lead Gen Magic. If you're popping on, say hello to me in the chat. Don't forget, you need to enable StreamYard for it to come up and say your name. Hello, Robert. How you doing? Where do we get it? Well, the new version is in the Magic Page plugin group. So if you go to the actual to Mike Martin's group, you'll see it all in there ready to roll, and it's really good. So this is the latest version of Magic Page plugin that's come out. Those that don't have it, there are links in the description to where you can get it from. This is super exciting because this is going to create physical pages for you. This is the exciting thing about this. Where before it was dynamic pages, and the dynamic pages were built on the fly. So what that means is when someone went to the page, it built the page there and then. Now it builds the physical pages. What's the advantage of physical pages? Well, the advantages of the physical pages is for SEO purposes. So when Google goes and searches your site, it has to create the pages on all by themselves, and it has to go, hello, I'm here. And sometimes it doesn't do it 100%. Majority of the time it does. Physical pages, Google knows they're there. So this is awesome. The automatic updates are it's not going to be included in this rollout. So if you want the latest version of Magic Page plugin, you've got to go to the main group, download it. I advise people not to put it on in an existing installation. All right, so what I recommend you do, use WP Vivid to back up your site fully and stick it onto a spare domain. You haven't got a spare domain, buy a cheap domain, maybe buy a domain name in the same niche. Pop that domain name up on hosting, and then after you've done that, add it in accordingly with do a restore your site and add it to that site and test it on there, because something goes wrong, it's unlikely, because we've done Keith and Martin and Mike, I know, have been doing a ton of testing on existing sites, more so Keith than the rest of us, on existing sites as well as new sites, and we've had no issues that we know of. But it's always the unknown when you start playing with a new product. Also, when you create these physical pages, I'm going to show you in a minute, the physical pages, please make sure that you don't overdo it. So when a new website is built out, what you don't want to be doing is suddenly pumping out hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pages all in one hit. It's going to be a complete nightmare for people. If you think about it in this way, that the moment, right, this goes out there, and someone creates 1,000, 2,000 pages or more, it can go quite crazy at times. So this is why I'm sharing this with you guys now on the stream, and this is super exciting. I know Robert's shared in the chat the link to Mike's group, and I will grab it before we finish up. I'm just giving a couple more minutes for other people to join. I'm only going out on my channel at the moment. I couldn't make my mind up whether to also share this on Daryl's group as well. I might go live on there yet. And but I just want to give a couple more minutes for a few more people to join live. What I will do, I'm sure Daryl won't mind because we always share our groups anyway. I'm going to share this out on his Facebook group as well, and we'll go out on there also to give people a chance to see this running. This is the new version of MPP, and this is version 6 that we're going to be going with. Just going to make sure everything's in here. Save changes. Hopefully this will also go live out on his group. So if you go to Mike Martin's group, you will see on there the latest version of MPP MP. This was shared tonight on the questions and answers as well. Super exciting times. It's going to make things 100 times better. This is just like super duper amazing stuff. So those that are just joining us, I'm going to go do a run through of how quick and easy it is to install the themes from Lead Gen Magic. These are the same templates that you get in MPP, right? Or if you've got Lead Simplify, they're in there as well. But the difference is how quick this is going to install. I'm going to start with a completely fresh site, run through this, and this isn't going to take very long. And at the end of this, you're going to see the latest version of MPP. So here we go. So I've got a blank install of WordPress here. If I open up the site in a new window, it's completely blank. I'm going to quickly install one of the themes from Lead Gen Magic. So I'm going to come down and we'll just pick one of these at random. I'm going to do the car insurance one here, download that. Come back here, appearance and themes, add new, upload. I'm going to drag that up to here and install it. Activate, starter templates, which is now also available here once you've installed it. Click on Lead Gen Magic, install the theme that I've downloaded. It's now going to import all the data. That's all the pages and also the menus that have been pre-installed with the themes from Lead Gen Magic. These are the same templates you get in MPP. Difference is this is a theme version with all the pages pre-installed. If you are interested in any of the theme versions, head to leadgenmagic.com. Now this is done, I can view my site. And home, services, about us, contact us are all pre-installed. Now, this has got the Lorem Ipsum information in here, but I wanted to demo to you the latest version of Magic Page plugin. So we're going to come back to the dashboard. Going to go to plugins, add new. We're going to upload. And we're going to choose a file. I downloaded it earlier, so it'd be under my downloads. So Magic Page version 6, we're going to install it. Activate the plugin. Now I need to activate the plugin. I need my API key. Done the key. Now I'm going to install the database. So now for this demo, come down to United Kingdom. I'm going to do the Isle of Man because it's the smallest database I have on here and it's very quick to install. I like to pop in here and I always enable spin text. So that's ready pre-configured if I add spin text in here. Now we go Magic Page, add new. For this demo, I'm just going to do location. Obviously, you spend a bit more time than this creating these pages. And I'm going to do, just pick a location. I'll put all 90 in there. Publish that. Now I need to nip back in a moment to Elementor to make sure I can edit this within Elementor. So we have Elementor, settings, and come down. I like to tick all of these in case I want to edit anything at all. And if you add additional plugins, sometimes you'll need to tick one of these to enable it. Now, a quick and easy thing I like to do also is nip into templates and see if I've got any saved templates, which I've got the main pages in here from the theme that's been installed. So I'm going to come back to Magic Page. Going to edit the Magic Page. Edit with Elementor. Now, this error, if you get this error at all in Elementor, it's because the permalinks are incorrect. So we're just going to go back. Most errors within Elementor can be down to the permalinks. So we're going to come down to settings in WordPress, go down to permalinks, change it to post name, save changes, come back to magic page and magic page. Edit with Elementor now. Now, because I've already clicked edit once in here, this will now show up. If that's not showing, you have to go into the WordPress editor initially. Here we go. We've now got the page here. I'm going to hit the folder, my templates, and I'm just going to insert the home page for this demo. There we go. I've imported the entire front page, and this is where on the version for Magic Page we can go through and edit this content to how we want it. So for this demo, what I'm going to do is just change one or two pieces in here to be the location base. Now, I'm not going to leave this site up afterwards, but this is just to demo how the software works, and we'll just put location in again. Click update. I'll come back to the dashboard. So I want to show you the Magic Page. So within here, we've got our central location installed. This can be any location that's in the database. So from your own country, for example, if you're in the USA. And this is all the metadata and SEO settings that you would fill in. And then this is where the Magic Page X fields are, and we can create a new one. And for example, if you wanted a phone number, you put phone and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Click save, update at the top. Now, anywhere where I now place this X field on the site, it will display 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's the quickest way that we set up the X fields. Now, I'm going to go back to Magic Page. Going to edit this with Elementor. I'm going to add the X field in. So now, let's say I wanted to add the phone number here. We can click into this section here already and make sure I'm on the end of the text. And we'll paste in the X field and we'll do an update. Now, if I go and view this X field itself, so we're going to view the page, and there we go. That's the phone number in there. So anytime I want to change the phone number site-wide, I just go back and edit the Magic Page itself and change that phone number. Right, so for the next test, I'm going to show you how to set up the actual Magic Page itself. And what you need to do is come down to it. It says export to post and pages. So this is going to create the actual pages. So we're going to go groups. And you can name the group whatever you want to call it. So I'll just say car. We'll now make sure it's appended to the site itself. You can overwrite existing, or you can delete existing if you want to in those lists there. We're going to export it next. So we're going to click on the next arrow down and click in here, and I want it to be pages, or you can make it posts, or both. Most of this I'm going to leave as it is, but you can add additional X fields in here to make it a bit more spun. URL options, I normally leave as it is, auto-generate. Now, locations, you need to type in an area. Let it search and select an area you want. and what distance you want within that. So we're going to go 30 miles. It's going to find the locations. Now, because I've only put a small database, and it's going to find all 90 locations at the moment. You can schedule this. So you can go 100% right now, or if we want, we can say a lower amount. So you click in here, and you can lower this down and say do 50% right now. In this case, I'm going to do 100% right now. If you click on here, you can say how many days you want to do it over. I recommend that you do it over 90 days at least, just to make sure that Google doesn't think you're spamming. Now, this bit here is really important. This is all the information with your page builder. So I recommend that you wander down. I just select all of them, top to bottom. Every page builder will be different depending on what one you're using. If you're using Elementor, then just select all of them. If you're using a different page builder, it will show up in here. If you don't do this, it won't pull in the layouts that are required for this to work. Now, with this bit here, you should only need to do this once. And then click at the bottom here, Save Settings. And now we're ready to generate our pages. So I'm going to hit Export. And it's now going to go off and create these pages automatically. Now, if you put a lot more time into this, you'd create additional text fields for each of the pages, and you'd obviously have spun content on the magic page. If we go and view this now, on the URL at the top, we've got Hilberry, and across here we've got the phone number. Now, if I want to regenerate these, I can come back and say, actually, I wanted the location on the page itself. So what we can do, we can X off of here, we can edit the magic page. So in here, I'm just going to add the location one. So say 30% on your car insurance in location, close bracket. I also want the nearby locations. So I'm going to switch over to here. I want the location base, but what I want is cities in a default area. And I'm going to say, we'll go 5 and 30 on here. And it's created a shortcode, and I copy that shortcode there. Come back to here, and I'm going to pop down here, and I'm going to edit this section here. And we're just going to add it in as extra text. That'll give me the nearby locations to click on. Now we're going to come back to the magic page, and we're going to come back to export posts. Now this, we've already got car in here, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete. Actually, no, we'll try overwrite. We'll overwrite existing and export. So it should overwrite all the ones I've already created, and we're going to go and view it and make sure location base is all working fine. So here we go. Save on your car insurance in Union Mills. And if we come down here, I've got the nearby location, so I can click on the next one. This has built the physical pages rather than the dynamic ones. So each time this is going to change with the location. If you spin your content and change it across here and add extra X fields, then this is going to make it super powerful for the nearby locations. And I think this is going to be amazing now. The dynamic version was awesome in the first place, but this new version where it builds the posts or pages, it's just going to make it 100 times better. So many applications. If you spin all this content and do the edits, I think it's well worth it. Now, Mike has mentioned he's going to do hopefully a webinar this week. So watch out for your emails. If you're not on Mike's system for the emails, ping a message in the chat and we'll get someone to add you to that. But this is super duper. And if you're interested in the ready done themes with all the pages and the menu, which is available from leadgenmagic.com, then head over there and you can check those out also. Hope you've enjoyed. So if you've got any questions, do pop them in the chat. Let's have a quick look at the chat also. And let me put myself live. How do I do that? There we go. Should be able to see me now. Haha. So it says, Robert says, Stephen, I use the themes for installation and it's like hitting the easy button to build a web structure with images and pages. Thank you for that, Rob. I know that the themes have made things a lot easier, and that's what it's all about. I know Harlan was in the group, and you and a couple of others. John has asked me a good question, actually. You're saying, so this builds the physical pages. What happens if we want to have different pages? Well, the way it works is you can add different pages. You just simply save the magic page as a template, and then delete the magic page, create a new one, and then bring in the new page in Elementor, save that, and you're all done. So, but there's a bit more to it than that. Watch the webinar that Mike's promoting this week. As far as I know, it's Wednesday when the webinar is going to be. I think it's 5 p.m. GMT time. So watch out for that. In the link below on this video, there's a link to leadgenmagic.com if you're interested in the themes. If you're not, that's fine. I don't do the hard sell. And there's also a link in there to get Magic Page plugin if you haven't already, because I know some people who are following me don't have Magic Page plugin. So I'll just give a couple more moments for anyone to leave any other comments or questions. And after that, I'm going to say goodbye, good evening, and we're back on the live on Sunday, so be there. And for those who are on the boot camp with Mike, I'll see you on there as well. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you all soon.